For this project, I started with a 22 by 11 inch photo frame. I took the backing out, I took the clips off, I took the glass out, I cleaned up the frame, I cleaned up the glass, and then I painted it with white paint. And after it was done drying, I did use a sealer. I used something called Big Top After Show. It is a DIY product, and I think it was specifically made for chalk paint, but it works wonderful for all kinds of paint. I did not video it for this frame. What I did was I took Elmer's glue and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame where the glass would sit. And then I replaced the glass and I took Elmer's glue one more time and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame. Now this serves two purposes. It helps to hold the glass in place and it helps to prevent any resin leaks. So the glue needs to dry overnight and sometimes up to 24 hours depending on how much glue you use. I had been using the clear Elmer's glue. I tried that for a while, but I feel like that's too runny and too messy, and I don't feel it adheres as well as the regular Elmer's glue. And then I started adding the shells, and what I did was I used the larger shells as a base, and these are scallop shells. And you can find these anywhere. You could even walk the beach if you're by a beach, and those are probably the most abundant shells. And then I just started filling in with other shells and started using smaller and smaller shells as I went. So I think it's in your best interest to use the larger, flatter shells at the bottom and then fill in with all the other shells, and that's exactly what I did. And although I'm starting with this starfish at the top, I end up changing it out, and I'm kind of second guessing myself. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't have just stuck with that one. And then here I feel like I need another layer on the bottom, so I put some more of the scallop shells down and fill in with a bunch of the smaller shells. And then I put some crushed shells at the very bottom, and then I have some teeny tiny starfish that I kind of cascade down to the bottom of the Christmas tree there. And next, because I thought, oh, maybe that other one's too small, I found this other starfish, and it's actually a clay starfish, I think, but it was blue, so I painted it white. And after I painted it, I went ahead and I took some iridescent sparkles and just sprinkled them over it. Now it's ready for the resin. I pre-mixed the resin. It's Art Resin, that's the brand name. It's a 1-to-1 ratio resin. You mix it slowly for 3 minutes to help prevent any bubbles. And then I took it and I started drizzling it all over the shells, trying to get in between all the cracks and crevices to make sure each shell is touched with the resin so that it's sure to be held down properly. And kind of take my time doing that. And then next I do the crushed shells at the bottom, and then I go around the perimeter and up into the corners, because you really need to push it up into the corners and around the perimeter, or else you'll find some empty spots. Next I took some large beads that I had and put them out over all of the different shells, kind of spread them out equally. And then I took some more resin and just drizzled it over wherever I put the beads to make sure each of them would be held down. And then I went back in and tried to level out the resin all over the glass there. Now this needs to sit on a level flat surface overnight. After about 12 hours you can touch it, but it takes a full 72 hours to cure at temperatures between 72 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It's in your best interest to cover it with a dust cover. And at the end here you see me going over it with the kitchen torch to get rid of the bubbles. And a lot of times I'll go over it once and then come back about 10-15 minutes later and go over it again. Hey everyone. So seriously, another Christmas tree, but I really love this one. This is probably one of my favorites. I love the way it turned out. I think that I've seen a lot of different Christmas trees done on like Pinterest and Etsy, and they just take their shells and they kind of clump them all together. But what I really like, I think that if you take these flat scallop shells and use that as the base, I think that's really the trick. and then just fill in with some smaller shells. And I think the beads really add to it also. I like that idea. So the picture I showed you toward the end, it looked funny because it went way in here. And so if when you're done with a project and you're not happy with it, it doesn't mean you have to re-resin the whole thing necessarily. So what I did was, this shell was not there. Wait a minute, where am I? Here. This shell. These two shells were not there before. It just kind of went in and it looked kind of awkward. So what I did was I was working on another project and had mixed up some resin and saved a little bit from that. And I waited for it to thicken up. So the resin I'm working with is art resin. Usually has it's supposed to have a 45-minute work time, but it really is a fairly thin resin, and I feel like the work time is a little bit more than that. So I might have even waited maybe closer to an hour. And then I took it and I drizzled it right in this corner here, put those two down, and then drizzled a tiny bit over. And then I tipped it sideways like this so that the little bit of resin that there was wouldn't drip that way, but yet would drip in toward the tree. And there was so little, even if it did drip in toward the tree, it would never make it out, you know, this side. Because otherwise, if you were to pour resin over it and it was to get here, you would have to re-resin this entire side or possibly even the entire thing, because you would see where the resin stops and starts. So, and then I just took a little dab of resin and put it on a little bead here and stuck that there. Because, not bead, it's a shell. Because it looked funny. It went in the center and then back out up here. So this is what it looked like before I added the extra shells there. You can see the one kind of empty spot. So anyway, that's what I did. So there are ways to fix things. They don't always come out perfect, but I do like the way this came out after I did fix it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel. If you want to be notified of future videos, go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified. I'm going to have lots more Christmas ones. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.